Hi, my name is Tyler, and today we're going to be doing a yoga flow to help our bodies relax, get more flexible, and strengthen them. We're going to start with some moving asanas, focusing a little bit more on the legs, moving into some balance postures, some floor work, and finally some relaxing poses with a quick meditation. So, go ahead and come up onto your feet. And for this flow, I recommend putting on some of your favorite yoga music. I personally like the yoga and meditation playlist on Spotify, and it'll just help you get into that moment of Zen. So to begin, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up above the head, and exhale, lower the hands in front of the chest. Inhale, tighten the core. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Just let the breath begin to flow naturally. Allow your mind to wipe free anything that came before this moment, anything that is to come after, remaining in the present moment. Go ahead and come to the top of your mat. Bring the arms up above the head, reach up tall. Add a slight back bend if you like. Go ahead and reach forward and down towards your toes. If you can't quite make it to your toes, that's fine. Just reach as far as you can. Bring the hands onto the shins and flat back. Making sure the core is tight. And bring your hands to the back of your legs. Pull yourself in a little tighter. Once again, just going as far as you can go. Go ahead and place your hands onto the mat and step back into a plank. Making sure our feet are hip distance apart, hands are beneath the shoulders, core is tight. And bring the elbows straight back into a chaturanga. And then you can either come into baby cobra, hands just here to support, doing all the work with the core, or press all the way up, knees lift off the mat into upward dog. Go ahead and look up. Flip the feet and sink the glutes back in a downward dog. Head resting in between the shoulders, feet remaining about hip distance apart, holding the core tight. Lift up the right leg. Stretching the other heel down. Go ahead and bend the knee, bring the leg forward into runner's pose. If you have to grab onto the ankle and draw the foot further forward, that's fine. And we're just making sure that we're placing all the weight into this leg. Hands are just there to support. Pivot the back foot down onto the mat and raise up, torso facing forward, arms up, warrior one. Remembering to breathe. Lace the fingers behind the back in a mudra. Pulling the shoulders back, opening up the chest. And then we're going to fold forward, bring the arms over top to devoted warrior. Release the hands, bring them down, bring the back foot back around into runner's pose. Step the foot back into a plank. Chaturanga to baby cobra, all the way up to upward dog. And downward dog. Step the left leg. Bend the knee, bring it forward into runner's pose. Once again, you can bring that foot further forward. We just don't want the knee extending past the ankle. So bring your foot up far enough that you're creating a nice 90-degree angle or the knee a little behind. Go ahead and pivot the back foot. Come up to warrior one. Relaxing the shoulders as much as possible so they're not up around the ears. Knee arms back into a mudra, open up the chest. And then forward to devoted warrior. Release the hands, pivot the back foot back into runner's pose. Draw the foot back into plank. Chaturanga to baby cobra or upward dog. And back to downward dog. Bring up the right leg. Bend the knee, bring it forward into runner's pose. Pivot the back foot down, up into warrior one. And drawing the torso back, circle the arms out, gaze facing forward, warrior two. Circle the arms back, warrior one. Come down into runner's pose. Draw the foot back in the plank. Chaturanga, baby cobra, or upward dog. Back into downward dog. Lift up the left leg. Bring it forward into runner's pose. Pivot the back foot up into warrior one. Circle the arms out, warrior two. Warrior one. Down to runner's pose. Step the foot back into plank. Chaturanga to baby cobra or upward dog. And downward dog. Lift up the right leg. Bend the knee, bring it forward into runner's pose. Come straight up into crescent. Hanging the back foot in a lunge position. And go ahead and float straight up into warrior three. You lose your balance, that's okay. Back in the crescent. Down to runner's pose. Step back in the plank. Chaturanga to baby cobra for upward dog. Downward dog. Step the left leg. Get forward into runner's pose. And up straight into crescent. And float up into warrior three. And back in the crescent. Down into runner's pose. Put the foot back in the plank. Chaturanga to baby cobra, upward dog. Downward dog. Lift up the right leg. Bring it forward into runner's pose. Drop the back knee into a low lunge. Sink straight back, straightening the front leg, fold over top that leg, keeping the foot extended. And if you're comfortable here, you can flex the foot to engage more of the calf. Bring the foot back down to the mat. Forward into a lunge. Up into runner's pose. Step back into plank. Chaturanga to baby cobra or upward dog. And downward dog. Lift up the left leg. Float it forward into runner's pose. Come down to a low lunge. You should really feel this in your right hip flexor. If not, you can draw yourself a little further forward. And sink back, straighten the front leg. Fold over top that leg. Once again, if you like, you can flex that foot, engage more of the calf. It's a great stretch for runners. Bring the foot down. Come forward into a low lunge. Up into runner's pose. Step back in the plank. Chaturanga to baby cobra or upward dog. Downward dog. Forward, step the feet to the hands, standing forward bend. Up in the flat back. Pull yourself in a little closer. Go ahead and roll up. Let each vertebrae extend. Bring the arms up above the head. Sink back into chair. Straighten the legs, place the fingers together and come up onto the toes. Bring your arms down and come into prayer. Good. Now come to the center of your mat. We finished the hardest part. The moving asanas are over. We're going to move on to some balance poses. So go ahead and draw one leg up, either against the calf or all the way up against the thigh. Bring your hands in prayer for tree pose. Remembering to breathe. To help with balance, it may help to find a fixed spot to gaze your eyes on. If you're comfortable here, you can always bring the arms up above the head. Bring your hands back into your chest. Bring your foot down. Find your center, feet facing forward. And draw the other leg up into tree. Once again, you can place it against the calf. The only place you don't want to put it is right against the knee. You never want to put more pressure there. Once again, you can bring your arms up above the head. You can also stay in prayer if you're more comfortable there. And return to prayer. And come down onto your mat. Good, and come to the top of your mat and take your feet just a little bit wider. Sink down in between, hands onto the mat, in a low squat, trying to keep those heels down. If you're comfortable here, you can bring your hands into prayer. Use the elbows to press out the knees. If you're comfortable here, you can bring your hands down onto the mat. And go ahead and begin to get back up a little bit because there's a couch. And rock up onto your elbows until you can lift up, feet come off the mat, and crane. If you're feeling a little nervous, you can always take a pillow and place it in front of your head. Once again, this pose is completely optional. You can stay in a low squat if you prefer. Go ahead and lower down. Sit back onto your mat. And the bottoms of the feet together, and open them wide, sit up tall. Nice hip stretch. Just making sure our core is still tight. Remembering to breathe. Bend the feet in front, hands up in front of the shoulders, and lean back until the core engages. Easy boat. you're comfortable here, you can lift the bent knees in the half boat. If you're comfortable here, you can straighten the legs. Good, and release. Come up onto your knees. We're going to extend one leg out and the other knee bent. And bend over top that leg. Just a good side bend. You can really feel the stretch down your torso into your hip. And making sure that we're not folding forward when we do this. Nice and parallel with the leg. And release. Bring that leg in and the other out. And towards the other side. And release. Come down onto your stomach. We're going to bend the knees up and form a mudra with our hands, lacing our fingers together, pulling your shoulders back, and come up into shark. If you're comfortable here, you can reach for your ankles, come all the way up into bow, or you can stay in shark, wherever you are most comfortable. Good, and release. Drop the feet, bring your forearms onto the mat, come up in the Sphinx. Just a nice, easy little back stretch. Remembering to breathe. Go ahead and place your hands beneath the shoulders and press up into Cobra. The difference here from Upward Dog is that our knees are still on the mat. Now with our back nice and warm and stretched out, this is a much safer stretch to do than originally in our moving asanas, which is why we do Baby Cobra. Go ahead and bend the knees, sink back, diamond, come up. Place the hands against the lower back and lean back. comfortable here, you can reach for the heels, keeping the bend in the rib cage. And come into camel. And the glutes engaged. If you're comfortable here, you can take the left arm up and reach it back. The arm down. Bring the right arm up. So again, working at the level you're most comfortable, whether that's with the hands against the back, hands on the heels, or one arm up. Bring the arm down. Go ahead, straighten the back, and come back to diamond. We want to make sure we stretch the back the other way, so go ahead and pull the fingers back in the mudra. We're going to tip forward, placing our head onto the mat, raising the glutes up, and bringing the arms overhead in hare. Release the arms. Use them to draw yourself back up. Release into diamond. Go ahead and come down into your mat, onto your back, and lie back. We're going to try a shoulder stand today. So the first thing you must know about shoulder stand is you're never supposed to turn your head to either side but remain facing straight up. So if you want to watch first, that's fine. What we're going to do is draw our knees into our chest, and if this is where you're most comfortable, just stay right here. If you want to go further, using your arms to your support and your abs, you're going to come up. Oh, there's a couch there. You're going to come up, feet above the head. And if you're comfortable here, you can draw the legs up into shoulder stand. So go ahead and try and stay at whatever level you're most comfortable. Whether that's the knees in the chest, feet over the head, or in full shoulder stand. And as you're comfortable, begin to come out, letting each vertebrae extend back onto the mat, very slowly, releasing them back down. We always follow an inversion like a shoulder stand with a back bend. So hands by your side, feet hip distance apart, come up, glutes engage, and bridge. Make sure your knees aren't flaring out. We want to draw them in to be Level with our hips. And if you're comfortable here, you can take the hands by the head and press up into wheel. Stay where you're most comfortable. Let's bridge your wheel. Return down into bridge. And come all the way down. Good. We're going to extend the right leg out. Bring the left up. We want to hover that right leg if you can, but otherwise lay it on the mat and crunch up towards the left leg. A little bit of ab work. Switch the legs. Bring both legs up and reach for the ceiling. Keeping your legs up, relax your torso down. Lower the legs to a 45-degree angle and hover. We're almost done with this. A little bit longer. Good. Bring the knees back into the chest. Hug them in tight. We've reached our relaxation portion. Let's go ahead and take a couple deep breaths. In and out through the nose. Your right hand to the outside of the left knee. Draw the knees across. Gaze out at your left hand. We're aiming to keep that left shoulder down the mat, but just go as far as you can. Back to center. Drop the knees over to the other side. Gaze out at the right hand. Back to center. Extend the right leg down, draw the left knee in a little closer. And both knees in. Send the left leg down, right knee in. Bring both knees in. Reach for the outside of those feet. Draw them wide and rock side to side. Happy baby. Bring the knees back in. Drop the feet down, hands by the side. Open the knees wide. And just breathe. As you're ready, come up to a seated position. Just relax your shoulders down. Relax the muscles in your face, chest, stomach, arms, your hips, thighs, knees, calves, even your feet, down to each individual toe. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Remember this feeling of peace that follow you throughout your day. Anytime any stress comes up, return to this place and focus in the present moment. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, bring them in front of the chest. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of your day.